Glorious day to you, my friends. Today we're going to talk about the magic of the sacred tree, the linden tree. The linden tree, also known as the American basswood, the lime tree, or the lipa, as it's known to the peoples around the Caspian Sea, the Black Sea, and the tilia, the Latin name for this tree, is it's named after its broad leaf. It's the sacred tree of many people, but Linda is the German name. It's very sacred to the Germanic people. And my great-great-grandmother, Wilhelmina, born in Bohemia, has been talking to me about the magic of Linda. The lipa, the name lipa, comes from the stickiness of the sweet smelling blossoms that happen in June and July. And its medicinal purposes are many, many, many. Look them up, about tilia tea or linden tea. Also interesting is the Romanian name for the linden tree is tea. It's soothing, it's comforting, it's used for fevers, colds, soothing digestion, and it includes flavonoids, which convert into antioxidants, which help the body, and it regenerates the liver. This tree, the Linda, Lipa, has been a sacred tree of humanity, of Homo sapiens, for thousands, for tens of thousands of years. Is a part of the migration of humans out of Africa. When the seeded trees started coming around, right around the last ice age, the linden tree has been spiritual ever since. In folklore, it is deemed the lover's tree. And this is a heart medicine tree. Let's see if I can do what I'm trying to do while staying upright. I'm trying to show you the leaf. The leaf is a heart-shaped leaf. As I'm attempting to move, oh, I did it. Look at that, I did it. As we get closer and closer, the leaf looks like a heart. And here are the blossoms. And the leaves and the leaves and the blossoms are what you make tea out of. And here are some of the diseased infestation, neokota, the Ita leaves, neokotakariweta. So if you're going to forage and harvest this for your own herbal tea, neokotakiriata, you don't want to include those eaten leaves. And you want to harvest it on a warm summer afternoon, preferably after 2 or 3 days of sun, so that it's easier to dry. Everything about this tree is sacred and medicinal. The flowers, the leaves, the bark, the twigs, even after burning it, the charcoal. There are many spiritual uses, and for at least 15,000 years, 17,000 years, that they've been used by humanity. We'll just say humanity. It's one of my 3 favorite trees. But and the name basswood comes from the inner bark of the tree. We'll get over to the bark. But this tree has been used for the bast essence of the inner bark. When you soak it for a month or so, it turns into fibers, and Neolithic and Bronze Age humans made it into clothes. The fibers are soft and pliable, and they just make good wear. And the teas and tinctures and essential oils, you have to distill the essential oils to get the magic out of the linden. And they've been used in sacred ceremonies. And when this is flowering, the scent is simply amazing. And another epic thing about this tree is that, another reason why it's the lover's tree, is that it contains both sexual reproduction in each of the flowers. This is a tree of the sacred marriage. Contains both divine masculine and divine feminine. And Lipa is extremely similar to the German word Liebe, which means love. And again, the heart, the leaf looks like a heart, and this is heart medicine. And at the end, we're going to do a blessing, basically, a linden blessing for relieving grief and heartbreak. The linden spiritually allows our heart to expand and encourages us to be our true authentic self, allowing the true authentic unconditional love to come forth. This is an epic shade tree as well, which is really why I think it's the lover's tree. Just practically, when 2 young lovers want to go out and sit underneath the tree to escape the summer heat. Conversations ensue, and the is history. Hisakatiara nahatakatakoro sakawaya. Katatiara nahatakatiara hatakatsaka ariara tata. Shokota arananariara. Kasasisia tata. They just want to keep talking. Hisatiara hatakatukora hayatsishia takaya. Nahasa ariharia taketsisa. Okay, so I guess we're going to do a blessing here on heart unification. As we ask the great spirits, the spirit of the linden trees, to come forth and to unify with us, to unify in our heart centers. Breathing in the essence of the linden, lipa, nihatakarwata, or whatever your name for this tree is. This tree has been around from our times in the Caucasus Mountains during the Ice Age, our times in Kazakhstan during the Ice Age, our times around the Black Sea during the Ice Age. We brought this tree with us when we migrated. When we populated Europe, it grew heartily in Europe. When we brought it into India, it didn't fare so well. It was a little hot. But there were other trees that were sacred. The Bodhi, unifying with the spirit of the Sacred Heart of the Linden, allowing the unconditional love to come forth. That allows the true love to come forth from between two people, and to the collective consciousness. And although each tree has its own spirit, it is still connected to the spirit of the collective consciousness of all the linden. And the oils of this tree, oh, the sweet smell. There is nothing like the smell of a linden. It is so distinctive and so unique and so sweet. Like that true love that's out there. Unifying our hearts. Allowing our true authentic self, our true loving self to come forth. And now, a blessing from the linden, for the release of grief, for the healing from grief, heartbreak, loss, and all the essence of lack. Asking the spirit of the linden, the spirits of the linden, to come forth from the trees, and to permeate our hearts. Iskari hisa aratakawati shukutana naharatasa, permeating all the grief, permeating all the lack, permeating all the heartbreak, permeating all the loss, in every way, in everywhere, in everyone. Kasahatatia, Hakanana hatati tukarawatatiarata, Shokunanariarata. In every way, in everywhere, and everyone, completely, effortlessly, naturally, Neokotahari Artakanani Aratakaskahiatahayatata. Removing that grief, and removing the loss, no matter where they're attached, bringing that back to Gaia and to Source. And the asking the linden, the spirit of the lindens, to enter our hearts and to fill it with unconditional love. Fill it with the abundance of love. With the gratitude of the love that we have and that we've shared. Returning us to our perfect state. In our heart centers. With joy. In alignment with our true authentic selves, in alignment with our source within, with joyous, willful gratitude to the spirit of the linden, and all the spirits in the spirit of this tree. I love you. Namaste.